All right, let's get started with a new set of forms. So we're gonna move on to using Next.js, just to really change things up. But a couple of things are Next.js exclusives, especially when we get talking about server actions. But a good chunk of these upcoming form videos, they will apply to regular React, so they're not Next.js exclusives. So you don't need to worry about that. So we're gonna go ahead and install Next.js. I'm gonna use the pnpm, and I'm gonna just call the project Next.js forms. TypeScript, yes. ESLint, yes. Tailwind, yes. Source directory, no. App router, yes. Alias, no. Okay, so let it install. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cd into the folder, and I'm gonna open it up in another VS Code terminal. Okay, and now let's go ahead and run up the dev server. So it's gonna be a pnpm dev. Localhost 3000. Okay, so in this video, we're just gonna set up the base form and the stylings, and that's pretty much it. So this is Next.js's default homepage. We're not even gonna really come to the website. So we're gonna make a new folder called forms and make a new file in there called page.tsx. And let's call this forms page. It just forms is fine. So that's the endpoint we're gonna be working at. /forms. I'm gonna remove all these default stylings. Let's just change the background real quick so we don't have to stare at a light background. So we'll do BG, do zinc 950, text white. Okay, that's nice. All right, so we'll come back to this page in a second. I just want to make a components folder, and then let's just flesh out our form. New file, base form. Actually, I want to install two things real quick. So let me open up a new terminal. I'm gonna install the Tailwind Forms plugin. So pnpm install dependency at Tailwind CSS forms, and then I can go to my Tailwind config, just add it as a plugin. So we'll give some pre-styled styles to our forms. Add Tailwind, require. Actually, let me turn Copilot off. Or I guess I don't have it on, whatever. And I want to install Tailwind's Prettier plugin, so you can automatically format the Tailwind styles. And that's going to make a new .prettier RC. Missing an R. Put the plugins in here. Okay, that's done. Okay, and now let's start setting up the form. I know for every form I'm going to have a form title, so I'm going to make that a separate component. REFC form title. It's going to be form title props. It's just going to take in a title. Title. Actually, maybe I'll just do it as the children. I feel like that makes more sense. React node. Okay. Keep it symmetrical with the regular H1. Okay, so h1 class name, text 3xl, tracking tight, font bold, margin bottom 5, text center, and max width, I don't know, 350 pixels. Okay, so now let's go to our form. Let's see it live being made, so we can put it right here. Base form. Okay, so div is fine here. We're gonna have a form title, and it's gonna be called base form. Cool, and then we can have a form component with padding 5, background white, text black, rounded XL, flex, gap 5, flex column, and max width 350 pixels. I was worried about that last one. Let's all right. Max width 350 pixels. Rounded XL, maybe rounded OG. MD. Okay, and let's see here. Now we're gonna have a div. Class name flex call, and we need labels and inputs. So label HTML4. So this is gonna be a somewhat of a sign out, a checkout form, like for shopping. So it'd be cardholder. Cardholder's name. Input ID is cardholder, and we'll copy us down 4 times. So next one is card number. Type the number. Next we have expiration date. Type would be month. Valid through. And we have CVV, which I don't know what that stands for. This is also a number. And then we'll need a button to submit. So button type equals submit. And then complete purchase. Let's make the button a separate component. I think that'll help us out later. So we'll call this base form submit button. Base form submit button. And this one will also take just children. Base type base form submit button React node. Props. Button type will be submit. Class name, I'm gonna give it a BG blue 500. On hover enabled BG sorry, close this. So yeah, hover enabled. Why is the class not showing? Let's see. BG blue 700. Then we have text white. Font bold. PY2, PX4, rounded. Disabled will have opacity 50. And disabled cursor not allowed. Something's wrong with my... Oh, there should be a quote right here. Okay. Let's import this in. Instead of this, we'll have our button. Oh, it's called base form submit button. Okay, cool. That's our form. Let's center this. So maybe, how can we do this? Let's just do class name mxauto. No. So we're gonna need to go to our layout file, I believe, and we'll need to do min height screen grid place item center. There you go. And let's just bring it up a little bit so we can do that with here. Margin, negative margin top 8. Okay. 16. 32. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is our form. And let's just go ahead and set up a home page of some sort. So we're going to have a constant called links, which will be an array of our links. So the first form we're going to be working with will be called, let's see here. In my notes, we have it as /route handler form. So we can call this the label of route handler. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and map a list of our return links dot map. We'll pull out the href from the label, and we will return a link component from next link, where the key will be the href, and the href will also be the href, and the text will be a label. And we don't see it on the screen. Is this because it needs to be text white? Let's see here. Class name, text white. So I don't know why it's not showing. Let's try putting a div. And wrapping this in. So we need to, oh, I see. This should be parentheses. There you go. Route handler. And let's just style this a little bit so we can have like class name space y5 for. We don't need text white, I don't think so. We just need to do text XL. Font, semi-bold, tracking type. And then we can do form title here too, why not? Forms. Cool, okay. Hover opacity. Cool. All right, this is good. And then one last thing I want to do is in the layout, I want to put a element just to go home link href is home. So we name absolute, top 5, left 5, relative. Just dial it a little bit more. We'll give it a px2, py1, border, rounded, hover, bg, white, hover, bg white, hover, text, zinc, 950. Let me see what that looks like. All right, that's okay. We can do that. Okay, and then let's just do transition. And we'll stick a transition on the links here and a transition on the base form. No, the base form submit button. Transition. All right. So that's pretty much it. Let's make this link right here. Actually, no, we'll do it in the next video. So yeah, this is the base form. Again, let's take a quick look at that base form. All right, so a nice styled form. We have cardholder's name, cardholder's name, cardholder's name, card number, valid through, and TBV, and you complete the purchase. And everything's gonna bother me. I'm going to actually round all the inputs. So let's do that real quick. Class name, rounded. Okay. All right, so next video, we're gonna start working on the form. First form is gonna be the route handler form.